So I bought a used set of the Nameless exhaust. These are the 5-inch mufflers. I got it off of Marketplace. My plan is to clean it up, get it installed on the car. I bought new gaskets, new bolts for it from Nameless. Not looking for perfection here. I am from Central New York, so the salt and the sand on the road, going to get to it very quickly. But just looking to get a little bit of that shine back on the end and clean it up before the install. I just have some hot water in a bucket with a generic washing sponge, and I'm going to scrub it with a used smiley face sponge as well. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's see what we can do. Get a little bit of the CLR on here. See what it does to the stainless at the tip here. The bottle does say don't dilute it, or you can dilute it 50-50. I'm just going to not dilute it and give it a little scrub and see what it does. I mean, you can see it's taken some of the stuff off. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll look decent enough on the car, since the car does have some rust and issues that we'll be working through in the future. Can't really get into any of the body work until springtime comes, get some warmer weather. That is it. Again, not perfect, but they'll do just fine for a 2012 with 133,000 miles on it. Alright, so this is under the car. I cut the bolts off because they were so rusty. But you can see the condition of the underside of the car. It'll need to be definitely treated, parts replaced, but I plan on getting it undercoated, protecting all of that, and then doing some body work to it down the road. But for now, I mean, those 2 bolts on each side are the only things holding it up other than the hangers. So I'm going to get them pulled out of the hangers and the new one fitted up in there. Alright, so now that the stock exhaust is out of the way, you can see there's that hanger there, there's that hanger up there. They're kind of tight, so if you have some kind of lubricant, I use just like a dry lubricant for like bicycle and motorcycle chains, and sprayed it on and it slipped right off. Now I am going to clean up the mating surface so that the new gasket gets a good seal. Just a quick look before I put them on. Like, this is the old gaskets. You can see there's not a lot left to them, especially the bolts I had to cut off. But like fresh hardware, fresh new gaskets, fresh new battle wound. Alright, it's all installed. I put anti-seize on the bolts. I just did them hand tight, made sure that the exhaust was in the hanger where they needed to go, and then when I tightened the bolts down fully, they adjusted in the hangers where they needed to be. You can move the hangers like left and right to get it perfectly aligned, but not too difficult at all. And I don't think I mentioned this, but I did this entire install in my driveway without jacking the car up at all. I'll get you a sound clip, but just to pre-warn you, the car is pretty dirty. Get you a start up in the car as well, so you can hopefully hear what it sounds like from inside the cabin. The muffler deletes must be extremely loud. The 5-inch mufflers, in my opinion, is perfect. But I appreciate you watching. Hopefully this helps some of you who might want to do the exhaust on your car. Wasn't quite sure what it entailed. It's extremely easy. If you have any questions, throw it down in the comments and I'll do my best to help you out. Thanks.